Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's Mindful Moment. This is Robin, your balance mindset coach. This week, we are going to talk about productivity. Um, Productivity is really important because some seasons are really busier than others, especially at work. I never find myself at a loss for things to do, but that doesn't mean I'm actually moving the needle forward or getting anywhere. There was a time where I felt this extreme level of overwhelm at work. But there were some strategies that I began to implement to help me be more strategic and be more productive. And when I started to stray from these pointers, I found that my days started to become more and more difficult. So I'm convinced that they work. So here's some productivity hacks that I want to share with you. There's three of them. The first one is creating a mission and vision for your day. For me, this involves meditation and setting an intention for how I want to show up. I also think about some core strategic goals for my team and for my organization. And I do so by asking the following questions. The first one is, how will I support or create alignment with the strategy today? The next one is, how can my actions support my intentions? Another important question is, what is truly critical for me to work on? Finally, I'm asking, am I doing activities or am I making an impact? There's a difference. Activities are things that you do to keep you busy. Some activities are critical, but if you're not making an impact, the activity that you're doing is not considered a value add and it's not seen by others as a value add. So that's a key distinction between activities and impact. So keep that in mind. The second hack around productivity is around blocking time. And I've talked about this before. When you have a busy calendar, you should be blocking time in your day to work, to eat, to stretch, to think. If you don't protect your time, somebody else is going to take your time. So now, when you get to a point where you have like time blocked out for the essentials, within that time, make sure you're doing what you plan for. Set your phone to do not disturb. Set your messaging channels to minimize the messages while you're in this meeting with yourself. This time is focused time to work on projects, to address emails, or just to be more strategic regarding the projects and planning. This is go time, like go, go, go. While you have this level of interrupted focus, right? So if you open an email, make sure that you're actioning it. If you're taking the time to begin a task, make sure you stay focused on that task. And the tips that I would give you is you have to eliminate procrastination. Don't do things for the sake of doing them, just like opening the email. Don't just open it and read it. Make sure that you're doing something impactful with this time. Okay, so we've talked about creating the mission and vision for your day. So that was number one. Setting the intention and asking yourself some questions about how you're going to go about your day. The second one was blocking time, making sure that you're focused in on that time, that it's go time. And the last tip that I have is prioritize your projects. No matter what you do, somebody else always needs something from you, and it is a distraction. Um, Soon, I'll go into much more detail on how to organize your work system and flows so that data is available for other people. But if I talked about that today, we'd be here forever. So, what I will say is this: your needs and your projects are primary. Everything else is a distraction. Even if it's important to one of your colleagues, it's still a distraction to you. In the workplace, you should always be a collaborator, but it's important to plan when when you're going to be that collaborator. If you're in the middle of working on a project, don't stop, keep going. And at a time in the day when you're free, hint, block time to be open. Use that appointed time that you have to support other people. But when you're in your work block, when your head's down focus, don't be fooled by all the others distracting you. Like you have to stay the course, you have to stay focused. The only exception, I would say, is if you have something very critical from your manager or from your leadership team. That's when you like pause what you need to do, and ask them what the priority is on it if it's critical. Otherwise, if you succumb to every distraction, you'll end up helping others succeed. And what that's going to help you do is fail to meet your projects and your deliverables. So be mindful of what the distractions are doing for you. Time management is not something innate. For me, it takes so much intentionality to be a present wife and mother, to lead an organization, to be an entrepreneur, all the things that I have going on. I've learned a great deal, right? I've learned it in my journey. And every day, because I have a growth mindset, I expect to learn more every day. I hope these productivity boosters help you as much as they do me. And if you want to chat and learn more about gaining productivity, um, reach out, go to my website, set up a discovery call. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for your time. All right, bye bye.